You want to know how I ended up here, foreigner? You dare ask such a question, as if we were equals. Very well. I will tell you the story, my companion in misfortune. If there is one thing of which we are not deprived in this bloody dungeon, it is time. I aimed for the throne, yet I ended up in this dark, moldy prison cell. Beyond these bars lies the land of my fathers, Lithuania. Its swamps, deep forests, and raging rivers are not exactly the heart of civilization, if you ask our enemies. Which makes it all the more astonishing that they have tried, time and again, to subjugate it. It began when some chosen ones felt called on to bring the light to Lithuania. They named themselves the Teutonic Order, and under the banner of the cross they promised deliverance, yet they brought only death and perdition. Lithuania was not easily cowed. Our ancestors learned how to fight by battling the forces of nature and the beasts of the dark primeval forests. Every one of our soldiers is steeped in that same tradition. But the more that we resisted the Crusaders and their god, the more ruthless they became. Slowly, we began to see their true faces. They called themselves holy warriors, but they were nothing more than robber knights. And 100 years of pillaging our lands had made them masters of their trade. They razed our strongholds and torched our villages. Had Grand Duke Gediminas still been alive, he would have put this mob of greedy crusaders in its place. But a devious coup ended his life and left the throne to his useless son, Eunutis. Eunutis was weak, but worse, he was divisive when the land needed unity. He turned away from our old beliefs and accepted the Christian God. As he failed to control the domestic unrest, the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order saw his chance to subjugate Lithuania for good. However, Eunutis' brothers, Algirdas and Kestutis, refused to stand idly by as their beloved homeland fell to the cross. They exhorted the disaffected princes to dethrone Eunutis, who had barricaded himself inside of the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius.
Internal disputes threaten our independence. The Teutonic Knights rattle their swords, while our useless brothers underestimate. Let us... Father's legacy.
That is how we will do it, my brother. Just keep the order at bay. I will take care of our ineffectual brothers so that they might understand that the affairs of government should not be in their hands.
was it that you are taking up arms in rebellion? Father gave Vilnius to me, making it clear who he considered his heir. I will warn this once. Raise your hand against me, and you shall die!
You cannot scare us, you knew this. We have known you from an early age, and you have always been this pompous knee-high boy that you are evidently still today. You are all bark, no bite.
Is there nobody left with a sense of loyalty and decency?
Do not grieve over this. You can rely on me to teach these two ankle biters a lesson. I will see that they run like beaten dogs and beg for forgiveness before tomorrow dawns.
I cannot believe it! My fortress destroyed! My army smashed! I have no choice but to withdraw after this shameful defeat!
There he runs! Narimantas allegedly seeks refuge with the Golden Horn. What a pathetic idea. It will not do him any good.
Men! How could Algirdas' soldiers make it into the city? Keep this rabble-rouser away from me, you useless fools! Keep him away! or the throne is lost! Damn you, Algirdas and Kestutis!
Let him go, Algirdas. He will not come back. I have heard that he seeks refuge in Moscow. May he rot there. We have more important things to take care of. Lithuania is ours. Let us rest and allow our brave men to recover from the fighting. We will meet at the court in Vilnius, my brother, for there is much to discuss.
To seize power is one thing. To keep it is something else entirely. Only a fool declares himself the victor after winning the first battle of a war. As such, Algirdas and Kestutis, the victorious usurpers, knew that their triumph could turn out to be short-lived. The two of them, however, were a different breed than most rulers of their time. Instead of quarreling as their brothers had done, and as most people expected them to, for who had ever heard of two men sharing power? Algirdas and Kestutis agreed to rule Lithuania together. It was a remarkable move, and it showed that they cared more about the well-being of their subjects than personal power. This, of course, did not go unnoticed by the Teutonic Grand Master. He knew that he would have to contend with more formidable opponents from now on.